Good morning, students. Today in this video lecture, we are going to start a new chapter, which is linear equations in two variables. Uh, First, we will learn the basics, and then we will try to solve the exercises. So, without delaying, let us start the class. I hope you can see the screen. Okay. So, first, two variable means we know two unknown algebraic quantities, right? Like x and y. These are variables, right? Also, we know linear means now linear means degree equals to 1. That means the equation that will be given, its degree will be equals to 1. Therefore, what is the general form of any linear equation? So therefore, general form would be ax plus by plus c. This is linear expression. Okay. So if I am going to write equation, then it will be equals to 0. Okay. So this is a linear equation. Now in our chapter it says linear equations in two variables. Equations. So as you know from the chapter's name, there'll be more than one equations given. Okay. So this is the general form. So if more than one equations are given, let us take a form so that we understand what is it they are asking. So for example, they can give it like this: 2x plus 4y plus 3 is equals to 0, and 6x plus 9y plus 7 is equals to 0. So as you can see, this is also linear in two variable, and this is also linear as the degree of the equations are 1. Okay. Now, if an equation is not in this particular form, we can make it in this form. Okay. How? Suppose the equation is like this. Right? Or suppose this is like this. Okay. So can I make this in this form? Yes, obviously we can. How? See, I'm taking LCM 16. It becomes 8x, this becomes 4y, and this becomes 5. So therefore we have 8x plus 4y plus 5 is equals to 0. Why? Because 16 goes there, so it becomes into 0. So 16 into 0 becomes 0, right? So this is our linear equation. So if it is not in this particular form, ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, where a, b, c are integers. Okay, you can write here a, b, c you can take as integers. Okay, why integers? Because this equation can be solved without integer, but if we have integer, it will be easy for us to solve. How to solve? That is the next part. So ABC should be integers. Integer means 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. Okay, fine. So we have discussed what is a linear equation. We have discussed a pair of linear equations. Okay, and how to convert any linear equation into the standard form or general form. Okay, so let us start therefore our exercise. What is the first question? First question says we have to represent it in the form ax plus by plus c, and we have to indicate what is a, b, and c. Suppose we are doing question number 2, 1 cut 2. So it is given 2x minus y by 5 plus 6 is equals to 0. As you can see, at first we will take LCM. So 5, this becomes 10x, this becomes y, this becomes 30 is equals to 0. Therefore, we have 10x minus y plus 30 is equals to 0. Clear? So clearly, this is A, and B if you know. So just a minute. Why I have written plus or minus 1? Because the equation should be on the form ax plus by, right? So as you know, plus minus minus becomes minus 1. So therefore, here A becomes 10, right? B becomes minus 1 and C becomes 30. Clear? Fine. Let us move on. Let us do question number 5. So we have x by 5 minus y by 6 is equals to 1. So again, similar way. At first, bring this one here, or you can bring it later also. LCM take 35, 6 are 30, so it becomes 6x, 6 5 is 30, so it becomes 5y is equals to 1. Therefore, 6x minus 5y is equals to 30. If 30 comes here, it becomes minus 6x minus 5y minus 30 is equals to 0. So what can we write? Plus of minus 5 and then plus of minus 30. Okay, clear? Therefore, our A becomes 6, B becomes minus 5, and C becomes minus 30. Understood, students? Fine. Let us move on. Let us do question number 6. So what we have? Root 2x plus root 3y is equals to 5. Okay. So here see, we have taken here ABC to be integers, but see here it is not coming. Okay, so here we have to make a little bit change. I said if we have ABC as integer, it will be easy for us to calculate, right? But it does not mean that ABC should be a integers. ABC can be any real number in general, right? So here we write ABC real numbers, and here we write if A, B, C are integers, it's easy to solve them. Understood? Therefore, ABC can be real numbers, any number. But if we try to make them as integers, it will be easy for us to solve. But see, in this question number 6, we have ax plus by plus c. So make this. So this is actually real number. Okay, -5 is equals to 0. So I'm giving class of -5. Therefore, our a becomes √2, b becomes √3, and c becomes -5. Okay, students. Good. Next, question number 2 is exactly same. So question number 2 says express each of the following equations in the form of ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. So similar way we will do. Suppose we are doing 2 ka 2. So what we have here, 3x minus y is equals to x minus 1. Therefore, we have 3x minus x minus y plus 1 is equals to 0. Therefore, we have 2x minus y plus 1 is equals to 0. So we can write as 2x plus of minus 1 into y plus 1 is equals to 0. Again, I'm saying you have to represent in the form x plus by. So if some minus term comes, you write plus of minus that term. Okay. So clearly a becomes 2, b becomes -1, and c becomes 1. That's your answer. Let us do question number 6. So we have x by 2 minus y by 3 is equals to 1 by 6 plus y. Okay. So first line would be what? To bring the algebraic terms together. So here plus y goes here, it becomes minus y is equals to 1 by 6. Now nothing is there, so denominator 1. Now take LCM. 2 3 LCM is 6. 2 3 the 6 becomes 3x. 3 2 the 6 becomes 2y, and 1 6 the 6 becomes 6y is equals to 1 by 6. The denominator 6 6 cut down. With the denominator same, it should cut down. Clear? We have here 3x, and there we have -8y. There we have 1. So we can write as 3x plus -8 into y, and this plus 1 goes here -1. You can write plus of -1 is equals to 0. Therefore, our a becomes 3, b becomes -8, and c becomes minus. That brings us to our answer. Clear, students? Okay. Next question is very important actually. Next question is, so we have to check whether a given number or given coordinate, what is the coordinate will come to this later part. But today in this lecture, we're going to learn some basic things about coordinate. Okay, and then we will start this question. See, if under bracket, there's a note. Okay, if under bracket some terms are written a comma b, then this first is taken as x coordinate. Let's take another, and this x coordinate, and this as y coordinate. Okay, basically what they mean is this is the value of x and this is the value of y. Okay, how to plot a point in any coordinate axis, that we will come to later, but understand this: if under first bracket or if under bracket terms are given a comma b, then the first is known as x coordinate and the second is known as y coordinate. In general, it means is the first term is the value of x and second term is value of y. Okay, clear? Now let us come to our question. Question number 3. It says check whether this is a solution or not. Solution or not means we have to check that the given equation is satisfied by the giving values of x and y. Okay, so what is the equation? 5x minus 4y is equals to 20. So let us check question number 3. What is it? It is given minus 2 and 5 by 2. We have to check whether this satisfies this. Satisfies this means now write this in the form x plus by plus c is equals to 0. Satisfies means if I put the value of x as minus 2 and value of y as 5 by 2, this whole left hand side should be equals to 0. Okay, so we are checking whether this is a solution or not. So we try to satisfy this. We put in the place of x minus 2, right, and in the place of y 5 by 2, and we have minus 20, not 0. We are trying to find the value is equals to, so we have minus 10, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are minus 10, and we have minus 20. So are they coming 0? They're not coming 0 now. So we have minus 20, right, minus 20, so it becomes minus 40. So not equals to 0. Clear? Therefore write therefore minus 2 and 5 by 2, this is not a solution. Okay, but remember, if there is any constant term which is on the right hand side, we have to bring it on the left hand side so that the right hand side equals to only 0. Let us check the next one. 5. So we have what? 2 and minus 5 by 2. Let us check this. So again, we have 5x minus 4y minus 20. Let us write again 5x minus 4y minus 20. So in place of x, we put 2. So 5 into 2 minus 4 into minus 5 by 2, right? And minus 20. So 5 2s are 10. Okay. So we have 2 2s are 4, right? 2 into minus 5 become minus 10, and this here becomes plus 10. Clear? Again, I'm saying 5 2s are 10, 2 2s are 4 cut down, 2 into minus 5 becomes minus 10, minus minus becomes plus 10. And then you have minus 20. So as you can see, 10 plus 10 becomes 20, minus 20. So it is coming to 0, right? Therefore, we will write that 2 comma minus 5 by 2 is a solution. Okay, students, clear? Fine. Let us move on to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4 says, find 5 different solutions to each of the following equations. We have to find 5 solutions. For this, what you need to do is, at first write the equation. 2x by 5 plus 3y by 10 is equals to 3, right? So our first objective is to keep the y term, that means the term containing y on the left hand side and the term containing x on the right hand side. So we have 3y by 10 is equals to 3 minus 2x by 5. So simplify, take LCM 5. So we have 15 minus 2x. Therefore, what we have, 3y by 10 is equals to 15 minus 2x by 5. Now, as I said, 5 2s are 10 cut down. So we have what? 3y is equals to 2 into 15 minus 2x. So therefore, y comes was what? 2 into 15 minus 2x divided by 3. So what we have done is, we have represented y in terms of x. Okay, we have represented y in terms of x. Now we will make a box. Set 5 different solutions, right? We'll separate by a line, and then we will give here x and there y. We need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't need this. Okay. Now you have to put the value of x and you have to find the value of y. But remember, you will put a term so that it comes as integer. As I have already discussed, that if it is integer, it will be very easy to find the solutions, not fractions. Okay, find the solution that comes in the next lecture. Okay, how to find the solution. First, you just understand this one. We will take the value of x so that the value of y comes as integer and not fraction. Okay, we will try to achieve that. That is our goal. Okay, suppose if I put x is equals to zero. If I put x is equals to 0, see, if I put x is equals to 0, then y comes as what? 2 into 15 minus 2 into 0 means 0. Now, if you cannot do it directly, you do it in the rough and then you put the value. We have 2 into 15 by 3. So 3 5s are 15, that means 5 2s are 10. So if I put x is equals to 0, then value of y comes 10. Right? Similarly, now, if we put x is equals to if I put x is equals to 3, you are wondering how am I finding it directly? It's just practice. Okay, if you do enough practice, you can do it directly. But else then you have to just try to put the values. At first you put 0, then 1, then 2, and then 3 and 4, and continuously you have to check whether the value of y comes as a integer or not. Clear? So if I put x is equals to 3, then y becomes 15 2 into, obviously 15 minus 2 into 3, so 6 by 3. So then 2 into 15 minus 6 becomes 9. So 9 by 3, so 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. It comes 6. If I put x the value 3, and y's value comes as 6. Okay, and 6. So this I'm doing it graph. Okay. Now I put x is equals to 6. 6 2s are 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. 3 3s are cut down. So it comes to just like this. You do it in the graph. I'm doing it directly. Okay. So suppose I'm putting x ka value minus 3. If I put x ka value minus 3. So it becomes 3 to the 6. 15 plus 6, 21. 3 7s are 21. So it becomes 14. If I put x ka value minus 3, so this becomes 15 plus 6, 2 by 3. Right? So 21 into 2 by 3. 3 7s are 21. 7 to the 14. Okay. And take another minus. Suppose I'm putting value of x is suppose if I put x ka value minus 6, what comes? 15 plus 12, right? By 3. Understood? See, minus 2x comes. If I put x ka value minus 6, it becomes plus 12. So it becomes 2 into 27 by 3. So 3 9s are 27, 9 2s are 18. If I put minus 6, it becomes 18. Clear, students? So that is how you solve or you find the solutions, right? So these are our then 5 solutions. Let us do question number 6 now. Question number 6 says, if x is equals to 3k plus 2 and y is equals to 2k minus 1 is the solution of this, find the value of k. It's very easy then. Equation is 4x minus 3y plus 1 is equals to 0. What is given? That x is 3k plus 2 and y is 2k minus 1. This is a solution. That means if I put the value of x as 3k plus 2 and value of y as 2k minus 1, this will satisfy. That means right hand side should be equals to 0. So what we do is we put the value here. So 4 into 3k plus 2 minus 3 into 2k minus 1 plus 1 is equals to 0. So there you have 12k plus 8, right? Minus 6k plus 3 plus 1 is equals to 0. Therefore, 12k minus 6k becomes 6k. 8 plus 3, 11 plus 1, 12. 12 goes there, it becomes minus 12. Therefore, k becomes minus 12 by 6. So minus 2. Therefore, x becomes what? Value is 3k plus 2. So 3 into k means minus 2 plus 2. That means minus 6 plus 2 means minus 4. And y ka value is what? 2k minus 1. So 2 into k minus 1, right? That means minus 4 minus 1 means minus 5. What will be the solution? They just need the value of k. So this is the answer, value of k. Okay. So in our next class, we will try to plot the points in the graph. Okay, students. Then this is it for today. This is today's whole class. Okay. We have learned what is variable, what is a linear equation, what is a pair of linear equations, the general form of linear equations, as well as we have solved exercise 4a. Okay, students. Then this is it for today. See you on the next video lecture. Bye bye. Have a nice day.